my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, Yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion, and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Uncle Solomon. So great to be with you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. What did you do this weekend? How was church? Please let me know how church was. What was the sermon about? In my church, we studied the book of Ephesians, and we look at Ephesians 15. Please let me know what church was all about. Every part of it. I want to know. Let me know where you're watching from. Just one more thing. I want to thank so much everybody for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to Solomon's Temple. And also, if you are looking at trying to make some sort of extra money from YouTube, YouTube is one of the best places where you can make extra money. And that extra money may just be good money, because YouTube just, they really pay good money. But it's one thing to want to be on YouTube, and it's another thing to gain the viewership, gain the views, gain the subscribers, and hopefully make money from it. And so I offer private coaching to people who want to use YouTube to make some extra money, or just want to use it for the gospel, want to use it just for something that they felt very passionate about. Please get in touch with me on +822129438. I charge a little fee for that, and I would love to just show you some of the secrets, some of the principles that would help you to avoid a lot of pitfalls, and how to increase a whole lot of your views and subscription. Boyd, I see you. You're first right here. Good to see you. Blessing, also good to have you here. Good to have you here. Bongani, CRA, good to have you here. Suleiman, watching from Spain, awesome to have you here. And there's also Portia, she's watching from Rustenburg. Good to have you here, Portia. I brought you the story of a pastor who passed away about a month ago. And now his son yesterday was confirmed as the chosen, nominated, and appointed pastor. So he's going to be the senior pastor of this church called Fountain of Life Church. His father passed away about a month ago at the age of 67, I think. Very popular Nigerian pastor whose first wife also passed away in a plane crash. She was very popular when it comes to issues of marriage and relationship. And then he got married to a South African woman, and she also passed away a few years ago from cancer. I'm talking about Pastor Taiwo Odukoya. He's a great man. He's a good man. I've met him, and he's this kind of guy. He's not your typical guy who all over the show just, trying to abuse the gospel. Right. So he has, I think, 3 kids from his first wife, and then 2 kids, boys, from his second wife. Now, they're now all orphans. And the church is located in Ikeja in Lagos, Ilupeju in Lagos, and it's grown. I think it's about 10,000 strong, and also a couple of branches around the world. Now, after he passed away, actually, let me even put the photo of his photo here. So after he passed away yesterday, the board of the church decided to pick his son, Jimmy Odukoya. So this is the dad on the right with his glasses on, and this is his son, Jimmy Odukoya. Jimmy Odukoya was growing up in the church. He was a youth pastor. He's actually a pastor before he now went into acting. and now he's been appointed, he's been selected to succeed his father as a senior pastor of Fountain of Life Church in Nigeria, Lagos. What do you think about a son succeeding the father? Is it something that is used to keep the family sort of like church business going? Or is it something of the father actually mentoring the son? And honestly, the son has a calling to be able to succeed that. Because I believe we cannot say that the son cannot succeed his father. But we've seen a lot of situations where a son succeeds in the father, taking over as pastor, and the son becomes disastrous. You know that this one is not called. You know that this one doesn't really understand. His interest is not there. I've seen quite a lot of it. Some of them, it got to a place where the son had to be fired. Now, his son Jimmy is a prolific actor. He's acted in a lot of Nigerian movies. Matter of fact, he even acted in a Hollywood movie. Some of you guys know this movie called The Woman King. You can see his name there, Jimmy Odukoya. He acted in this movie as Oba. He was a warrior commander. He was a commander of an army that came to attack this other kingdom where that is led by female soldiers. If you've watched the movie, I've watched the movie. So he's a very good actor and very prolific actor. He's acted in so many other movies. There's a friend of mine, Anne Abok. She is a filmmaker. She makes films around trafficking. And he acted in that. They actually brought him to Cape Town to act in that. So he's gifted. And remember, before he became an actor, he was a pastor. He's not just getting to be anointed as a pastor now. He was a youth pastor. That's where he started. A matter of fact, before he became a youth pastor, he went to one of the most prominent Christian universities in the world called Oral Roberts University in the USA, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So he went to a Christian university. Obviously, he has that view of church, that view of Christian, of the Christian work. And he was a pastor, youth pastor, full-time before he went into acting. Even when he was acting, he was still a pastor. Now, a lot of people would have different opinions. And I am totally against sons succeeding their fathers as senior pastors and general overseers when the sons are actually not ready, when these sons were actually never mentored, when these sons are actually not passionate about the church as much as they're passionate about business or acting or government or other areas. And I hope that the board of this church followed the right procedure. In a case like that, you would want to have 3-4 names, and then from these names, you now select. But not the father just saying, this is it. It could happen. Is he prepared? I would want to think so. I think the great thing about this son here succeeding his father also is he is much younger, and I think he could be one of the few Nigerian pastors that could bring a lot of younger generation and young people to church. I strongly feel so. That is, if he keeps doing what God has asked him to do. A father, the son succeeding the father, he's sort of like, okay, because the father obviously mentored the son. And if there's anyone you could have that sort of close mentorship with, is your son. But if your son is not interested, you know he's not interested in this, or you know he's not called for this, but you're trying to enforce that on the church just to keep the family business going, then that's a problem. That's a big problem. The son is going to be finally ordained and not ordained, appointed and anointed into the office, I think on the 30th of September. So we look forward to it. But we have to understand the fact that in a church also there are other people, other capable people. Is he the most capable? That's my question. Is he the most capable, or was he appointed just because he is the late pastor's son, or just because the late pastor said, make sure you appoint my son when I passed away? You know, the church needs to be democratic also. When somebody passes away, a pastor passes away, there needs to be equal opportunities for others who are capable. I would want to think there was some sort of a interviewing different potential senior pastors and some sort of prayer, if you know what I'm saying. Bongani is saying something very vital here. He said, I heard one pastor in Johannesburg saying he's grooming his sons in order for them to succeed him. Other pastors should forget in succeeding him. Now, that's a business they run in there, clearly, Bongani. And who said your son is going to be ready in 10, 15 years' time? Who said your son is actually interested? Maybe God has chosen a path for him. Michael says, Ashimo Lowo did it with no credentials. Apostolic rights of succession is an albatross on the neck of the Pentecostal church. I wish him the best. I think he will do great. He will do things different. Yes, he will do things different. I agree with you. But it's one of the downfall of the Pentecostal church. You don't see the Methodist church, the son succeeding the father. You don't see that in the Presbyterian church. You don't see that in the Anglican church. But the Pentecostals, Yiksha says, most people would feel they have labored and built something, so it would not be a good idea to just give it to someone outside the family. Maybe we thought not even someone outside the family, maybe give it to someone that understands the history, that understands the whole vision also, so they can put on their vision in it. C. Pope says, nepotism is a widespread evil in evangelical churches. The flock that allows this practice is to blame, and God will punish the whole lot very harshly. So different views there we have. Well, what do we say? We can just say we pray for him. We pray for Jimmy Odukoya, succeeding his father as a senior pastor of Fountain of Life Church. And we hope that is going to bring vigor to a city like Lagos in the nation of Nigeria. He's well known across the world. He's well known. But we wait and see. We wish them all the best. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. I'll catch you again later.